really want to let me talk about this subject?
We are talking about being in a relationship and also working together.
I know a lot of people want to start in January, but the amount of damage that you can do from now to like January can make it a lot harder.
Do you know what, Michael? You've got a lovely head of hair.
Have I?
You really do.
Yeah, so have you.
Yeah, it's birthday month.
It's maybe birthday morning for me, and it's birthday month for Emma.
So who calls the shots then?
Every time she's come back to the gym and I said, how was it? She said, fucking shit.
I literally was like moving the bar up and down on the squat rack and I like couldn't breathe. I was like out of breath.
But anyway, that's a bit about us. Emma's been ill. I've started a cut. Our lives are boring. That's pretty much it.
Hello. No, it sounds awful.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to A Couple of Coaches podcast with me, Emma, and my co-host, Michael
Emma,
Clark.
sick note Hardy.
I'm really sorry for how annoying my voice is going to be in this. I'm like, don't blame me if you just click off this and don't want to listen.
No, please do still listen.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I wouldn't blame them. I have a really weird throat cough thing going on. So
Yeah.
I sound like a 14-year-old boy that's just hit puberty.
Yeah.
But anyway, welcome back to an episode. Also, really sorry if I cough a lot. How are you, Michael?
Well, firstly, how are you, mate? how's your cold? Progressively.
This is what I was just trying to explain to Nathan. It's not a cold because I'm not like snotty.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I haven't been
you
snotty
was a bit
yet.
coldy, though, weren't you? I had like a headache.
I've had a headache and a cough, but I haven't got.
Stuff, but you haven't been.
I feel like a cold is when you got a snotty nose.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe you got
could be the vid.
mate.
Could be the vid. Could not.
We will never know.
But yeah, no, I'm feeling good in myself. It's just when I talk, I'd sound.
You wasn't feeling good the last couple of days though.
No, I had a bit of a headache.
I mean, you've been a bit like down, haven't you?
Yeah, Max has been looking after me.
Yeah, Max has been looking after you.
It's a little picture.
Insert pic, actually. I've got a pic. We just got Max looking after Emma. So yeah, not much for you to really been going on, really, is it?
No,
You've
not
just been
really.
unwell.
Just been unwell. Just trying to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing all right. Doing a good job.
What about you?
Trying to look after you.
Trying to look after me. You ain't looked after me.
I mean, yeah,
I've had no dinners cooked.
Yeah, but I've sorted the dog out.
Yeah, you have been doing the dog quite a lot, to be fair.
Not that that's a job, but I mean, I've been looking for the steps, so it's kind of helped. No, not much is going on. Obviously, I've started my 90-day cut towards Christmas Eve. If you didn't know, that's going pretty well. 13 or 14 days in.
I'm going to mug you off right now.
Why? Go on then.
You ain't done your hair.
Have I not? You know what? I actually don't do my hair anymore.
Is it on purpose or not?
No, it wasn't. I actually said to myself, do your hair.
Right, I don't. Right, I'm having a bit of a thing with Mike recently. I don't know if it looks worse. But you know the haircuts that men have where it's like
a buzz cut.
It's like that. No, it looks so bad. You need to sort that out. Yeah, like that. He keeps wearing it like that.
I just don't. No. I'm not wearing it like that.
He said to me once, should I get my hair done like that? And I was like, yeah, do it. Like, it might suit you. And then you decided against it. But all the time, he's got this hair, like, down. And I'm like,
yeah, but
he's trying to do it.
That's not it. The haircut I was saying was like a number 3 all over.
But I'm only telling you because you're going to watch this back and go, oh, fuck's sake, I didn't do my hair.
So how's it look now?
But maybe push it to the side. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Nathan,
no one cares anyway. They're not looking at the bloody
it looks
haircut.
nice. Do you know what, Michael? You've got a lovely head of hair.
Have I?
You really do.
Yeah, so have you.
Yeah. Thanks. Anyway, less about hair.
I was doing a 90-day cut before I got interrupted by a cough. Yeah, it's going all right. I mean, we're both kind of doing a cut. I mean, Emma's kind of stalled a little bit because she's... to be fair, you've actually been going to the gym.
Yeah,
I mean,
pushing through.
every time she's come back to the gym and I said, how was it? She said, fucking shit. But at least you went and turned up.
I've been pushing through. The only thing that I found is where this is quite like chesty. I've been getting out of breath quite easily.
Yeah,
like when we were filming content the other day, I literally was like moving the bar up and down on the squat rack and I like couldn't breathe. I was like out of breath. That's the only thing that I've found.
Kind of being a bit unwell though, isn't it?
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a bit about us. Emma's been ill. I've started a cut. Our lives are boring. That's pretty much it.
That's
Nothing really to look forward to.
Yeah.
Have we?
We've got
our birthdays.
Yeah, it's
birthday
month. It's October. It's my favourite month.
It's maybe birthday morning for me, and it's birthday month for Emma. That's how it works. Double standards around here. I'll get a birthday morning and you'll get a birthday month.
Yeah. Well,
I've already bought you a present.
have you?
It's on the bed, mate.
Oh, what? That's my birthday present.
One of them, yeah.
Guys, I'm so happy to announce that I got a mattress topper for my birthday.
Not just a little cheap mattress topper. This is like £180 mattress topper.
It was £159.
I mean, I skimped out. It was either get her a new memory foam mattress or get her a topper. And I thought I'll go with the topper first.
I've been moaning about our bed for a long old time.
Yeah.
How long have you had that mattress? Probably about 5 years now.
Oh yeah, mattress is supposed to last 10 years. But that mattress is.
I don't know.
I don't think they do.
I reckon they last about 5 years. So we, instead of buying a whole new mattress, we found this quite good memory foam.
Your dad
topper.
has one, doesn't he? And
Yeah,
it's
it's
really
good.
So,
So we'll
that went
see
on the
how
bed
that's
this morning. Got to leave it 12 to 16 hours, so
Wow,
I might be
that's
staying
my
up a bit late
birthday
tonight.
present. Thanks. Thank you for my present.
That's all right. See, it's a tactical present because I get to use it as well.
Okay, I'll do that with my present too.
Yeah, go on then.
I'm gonna get you.
Nothing.
I don't know.
I don't want anything. I want a tracksuit, a grey one. That's it.
Yeah, I've actually looked at that already.
What a woman. Yeah. So
I'm turning 27, and Mike's turning what?
33, and I. 34.
Turning 34 this month. I'm a 20th of October, and Mike's a Halloween baby.
Yeah, Halloween, bring it on. So yeah, we haven't really got much planned yet. We are looking at potentially going to the Cotswolds, but we're leaving that very last minute. So that's definitely on
I
the
sent you
to-do
something
list.
the other day
I know
and you
sent me
ignored it.
one. I did ignore it. Yeah. Was it pet friendly?
Obviously, I'm looking at all pet friendly ones.
So
I basically want to stay. Nathan, you might be quite good at finding somewhere like this. I want to, I have been looking on there, but I want to stay in like a little pod that then has like a hot tub outside, but I want it to have an enclosed garden so that Max can run around. I'm trying to find some, and obviously some just aren't available on the dates we want.
Yeah, I think we'll find a little
it's
cottage.
quite hard
I think
to
a cottage
find.
is pretty better.
Yeah, but I like the look of a little pod where it's literally just like a bed and a kitchen, and you just sit and look at like a lovely view, just all.
Yeah, but I like a cottage and a fire, and then like we can go on a long walk to a pub. And
I was looking at the Lake District because that looks really nice for walks.
You want to go to Diddley Squat?
Yeah, I do want to do the Cotswolds, but I just think it's a bit last minute with doing the Cotswolds.
It definitely isn't last minute. Find somewhere.
We'll see.
But anyway,
we've also got like a little internal client challenge going on, haven't we? We've set our client, both of them together.
Stitched ourselves up because we're both part of it.
No.
We've not stitched ourselves up, but I mean,
we're not taking part.
I'm taking part.
Are you?
Yeah. Well, you've been ill.
I didn't know we were taking part. I thought it was for them.
Did you not see I posted it yesterday?
Yeah, so what if you win?
Then I win.
What, and you get the prize that we told them that they can win?
100%.
Oh, I thought it was just
1,000,000%. I'm working my arse off so no one wins. Otherwise, it's going to come out my pocket.
Oh, okay.
I was walking in the rain last night. Why do you think I went out for a walk in the bloody rain?
Oh, I thought it was for them because we offered prizes for the
winners.
No.
I know some client step counts, and I'm definitely not going to win, by the way, because they're taking the piss.
Oh, okay. I better start.
I had someone do 25k in one day. I'm like, mate, are you okay?
So we've set our clients a challenge to who can hit the highest step count over the month of October. So all our clients are on it at the steps. I've also got a little internal challenge with my women where they've got like a little task each day to do, like make a high protein meal, do some self-care, hit a certain amount of steps, which I have actually been taking part in as well.
Quite cool.
So yeah, we've kind of I think it's that time of year where summer's over and we almost start to lose motivation a little bit. So I think it's good to have these little challenges with our clients to kind of get them.
It's a hard time of year, isn't it, for people?
Yeah.
I've had this discussion in a few check-ins and on calls. Just it's the weather and the days getting shorter. So I mean, it is what it is. Unless you're like super militant and disciplined, it's not going to probably make a difference to you. But when it's raining and it's 5 p.m. and it's pitch black, it's obviously hard to drag yourself outside.
Yeah.
So it takes a little bit more drive motivation. It's hard to get up early when it's dark and go to the gym. Obviously, when it's fucking just not sunny, it's just miserable, right? Obviously, more things going on now. You're going into that kind of festive season. When you get into November, that's probably when the Christmas parties start and people want to go out and friends, family, work. It's just a time. And I can't remember the actual quote, but it's like, I know a lot of people want to start in January, but the amount of damage that you can do from now to like January can make it a lot harder.
Yeah, you just set yourself up to be in a rubbish place for the new year, which is when you want to be feeling your best, really, isn't
100%. You like people have this. It's weird how people look at it like, new year, new me. Okay, so new year, new you. You want to go into the new year, fucking new you, not feel like shit on New Year's Day and then be like, right, I'm gonna make that change now. I mean, it's a very, I get it, 'cause it's a new year, so you want to set goals and stuff, but like the new year, new me thing's a little bit weird in my opinion. But like you should, and also like if you're unhealthy, unfit, not feeling good, like you just want to make that change. You want to make that change now. Like why prolong feeling like shit?
Yeah.
Anyway, we could go down a whole rabbit hole, and this is not what we're talking about today.
No, so, maybe that's another episode.
It's another episode. We'll rant on that next time.
Remember that. Can you remember that, Nate? Make a note. So today we are talking about. Well, Mike can do most of the talking.
You really want to let me talk about this subject?
We are talking about being in a relationship and also working together. Mm-hmm. So many of you know, or you don't know, that Mike and I run two separate businesses, but the way that the businesses run are quite similar. So
they're interlinked, aren't they?
Yeah, and they are interlinked. So I have my clients, Mike has his clients, but then we obviously have our Couple of Coaches podcast, which almost brings our clients together, which is nice.
We have our Couple of Coaches community, our events together, Christmas dues together. So it's the businesses that are joint but not joint.
So we basically run a business together. But we're also a couple as well. And to be fair, I actually do get quite a lot of people ask me, like, how does that work? Like, what's that like? People. Like, how do you deal with it? So we're just going to go through, what it's like working together, but working with your partner.
Yeah. Okay. So we can start with our working environment. We split our working environment up, which is...
Yeah, so we both obviously work from home.
We both work from home. Emma works in her office, which is kind of a little corner in the front room. We're in the kitchen because the kitchen's her office. Joke. Well, it's not anymore really because I'm becoming a chef. So Emma's loving life.
Yeah.
I am. Anyway, change subject.
Sorry, yeah.
And I take my career seriously.
What, you're a chef?
My clients, I'd be worried if I was you because I'm getting really into cooking. And I'm getting good at it.
You've cooked twice.
I've cooked twice, but I've watched a program on cooking and I like it. Right. And I'm in my office, which is quite funny because if Emma wants to communicate with me, she FaceTimes me, and she's in the next room next door. Instead of getting up and coming and asking me a question or asking whatever she may want to ask, she FaceTimes me. So we often FaceTime room to room, which is actually quite funny.
Well, you're lucky that I do that because if not, what happens when I come in?
She comes in the office. It's actually tragic. She does this thing. So I'm sitting on my chair. She'll get behind me in the chair and sit behind me and then ask me, what are you doing? So my response will be, I'm working, Emma. What are you doing? And
or me and Max sit on the floor. Or
she'll sit on the floor and start playing with the dog. And I'm just like, I'm pretty good at kind of just letting it happen now because it just happens.
Do you know what I love? When you find any excuse to go in there, we hang out our washing in Mike's office.
Yeah, she needs to hang.
Little does he know that's on purpose. So I can come in and be like, oh, I need to hang a wash up. Oh, how are you?
What are you doing? Then if I come into here, she'd be like, what do you want? Leave me alone.
But you have to remember,
double standards.
We are work colleagues, and before I was an online coach, I came from a place where you had work colleagues and you spoke to people and you had friends, you had conversations, and people asked you, "What are you doing at the weekends?" and stuff like that. So I just try and get that out of you. You ask me, what am I doing
every day?
So do you.
And she'll be like, "What's your POA in the morning?" She'll come in the afternoon. "What's your POA? What are you doing?" But it is quite funny. I mean, it's quite a good balance because, like Emma said, she has her clients, I have my clients. So in terms of a coaching thing, it's very separate, but we do a lot of content together, which is fun. I mean, we're TikTok sensations now, just in case you didn't know. Until last night when we did post one, and I thought it was going to do well, and it flopped. But anyway, it's a shame.
Can I just move one bit of your hair?
So we do. What are you doing? Just leave me alone. So we create content together. She also does things for me that I can't do. She's very good at creating graphics and stuff.
I'm a little low time, small time graphic designer.
She's basically a graphic designer. I mean, she knows how to use Canva. So yeah, in that sense, we kind of work with each other because we she does things for me. I help her with running her business, maybe.
Mike helps me with all the financial aspects.
The financial aspects
to a business. Because I just can't work it out for the life.
Do you know what with Emma? Emma's quite funny because she needs a boss. Like that's Emma. Emma needs a boss. She can't make a decision, and she will kind of like procrastinate a bit if she doesn't. But if I come in and I say, "Oh, can you do this for me? Can you do this for me?" Like literally 2 minutes later, it's done, and I'm like, "So why can't you just do that for yourself?"
Because that's what I'm used to. I'm used to having a boss.
Yeah, and so we've kind of got a way where it works.
3 years
like,
self-employed.
Emma will like write her to-do list. I'll kind of look at it, and then she kind of knows I will kind of, in a nice way, not a bossy way, which this fucking podcast makes me out to be. I will kind of question her if it's not done, and it works better for you that way. You feel like you've got a bit more. It's accountability. I mean, everyone needs accountability. Like I've got a business mentor, and it's massively around accountability. Like I have to fill out all my business stuff every day to make sure I do it. Mm-hmm. Emma kind of has me overlooking her to do it, but she does it.
Yeah, it's like coaching. Like if you want to be good at something, if you want to get into shape, if you want to lose weight, if you want to build muscle, you have to be held accountable by something or someone.
And it's like everyone is held accountable. Like my mentor, I think, has a mentor. Do you know what I mean? And that mentor has a mentor. Like there's just layers to it. Like everyone needs someone to hold him accountable. Who's the mentor for the mentors? Yeah, I don't know. Probably on a fucking yacht. But like accountability is massive. Like Nathan obviously does all my content, but he holds me accountable to. He's drinking out my mug.
Yeah, I gave you his mug.
Just realised that. I'm like, why's he drinking out my mug? Like Nathan holds me accountable to do content. So accountability is massive. And I think that's a huge thing with our clients as well. Just the accountability.
I mean, we are missing one little important piece of the puzzle, which is producer Nath.
Oh yeah,
he is basically our content advisor.
Yeah, he keeps us together, mate. Because if Nathan weren't here, then
I was literally going to call you our videographer, but I'm trying to make it sound like you're.
Well, he's a man of many talents.
You know how like a company.
Media hub in one man.
Yeah,
he's a media.
You know, like how a
agency.
company has like a financial advisor who's really high up. That's like you. You're like the content advisor who's high up in the business. You don't work for us. You work with us.
Yeah, he works with us. Yeah, but that's a good way.
I mean, Mike does pay your wages, but joking. Nathan is actually quite a big part of our business. To be fair, there's a lot of things that we wouldn't have without him.
Yeah, he keeps us together. He keeps his podcast running.
Yeah,
makes us talk every other week.
So who calls the shots then?
I definitely call the shots.
Yeah.
But this is where it kind of we have a balance. We was actually like when we was writing out this podcast of what we were going to talk about. I was writing the podcast out, so I was doing that, basically writing this whole thing with the subject. But Emma was cooking breakfast.
Yeah.
So like,
well,
Emma's in the kitchen.
It sounds so bad.
It does sound bad, but like,
I'm like, yeah.
We both have our parts to play, and obviously Emma, whilst cooking, was giving her what she input to talking to this. But like, we do work as a team, so it works really well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It works so well. We're very, very lucky because I think both our personalities work well. Like if it was, I'm gonna say this the wrong way. If it was two of me, it'd probably be a fucking war all the time. But if it was two of Emma, I mean, I don't think nothing would get done. So the balance is good. Like Emma keeps me kind of controlled and contained and on the straight and narrow, and I keep Emma going forward.
Yeah. I think Mike's just very business minded in general. I mean, you've basically been running a business ever since you became like a self-employed PT, haven't you?
Well, yeah. A couple have failed, but
he's built up businesses and he's got a very business mind and he knows what works, he knows what doesn't. So I think, whereas I'd never done that before, this is my first rodeo. Of having a business. So yeah, he does call the shots because he has more experience.
Call the shots is kind of a bit of a
but I do have my ideas here and there.
Yeah,
they get shut down a lot.
Some of her ideas are a bit cuckoo
I think that
land.
moves us on to the next.
It's in a different
bit.
world, but you know.
The next bit is: do you argue? Yeah,
Yeah,
we do.
Yeah,
We do argue because sometimes I have an idea and Mike is just like, no, that's not going to work, and I'm like, oh, right, shut down. But equally, sometimes you say stuff and I'm like, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. But that's changed a lot. I think that was kind of the problem when we first started. I was very kind of like narrow tunnel vision. It was like I'm just doing it my way, which you kind of need to do. You do need to learn in kind of business that there is people that are better at doing certain things than you.
Yeah.
And there's things in both our business that Emma's better at doing. She has a better eye for like graphics. She's better at doing that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And loads of other bits she's better at. So kind of giving her the go ahead. It wasn't easy, but now she takes control of quite a lot of stuff. But that was just a fault on my behalf, which you just learn as you kind of grow as having a business. You have to delegate.
Delegate. Yeah.
And I delegate to Emma. Emma delegates to me.
How do we balance the relationship and work, and do we have a cut-off time? I think we're really good at this.
Yeah, I think we're just in a routine, aren't we?
I think we're really good. Like we we obviously work majority of the day, and then it gets to like 5-6 o'clock.
Yeah.
We do quite literally both.
It's more dinner time.
Come sit down. We have dinner where we don't work while we eat dinner.
No, we cut off at. Sorry, I just cut you off. We cut off. Carry on.
No, I actually think I was finished.
Was you?
You're naturally cut in now.
Yeah, I just always do it. That's one fault of mine that I do quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just naturally stop at kind of dinner time. Well, Emma stops a bit earlier because she will normally like take the dog out, and then she will obviously start cooking dinner. And then once dinner's ready, it's kind of my cut off time. That's the thing. If Emma wasn't here, I would just carry on working and probably wouldn't eat, which happens a lot.
Yeah.
But like that's just kind of how balance works. Like
it is like that. Like if you work for yourself and you're on your own, sometimes you will just work. But when you've got a partner, an excuse to actually pull yourself away from it,
and it's important to have that downtime because it does help you. Like last weekend, you was out, weren't you? Until you come home at like 9:30. I was still in the office on Saturday night
at your desk.
Oh no, was it or Sunday? Was it Sunday? I don't know. Or Friday or something like that. Which I enjoy doing. That's the thing. Like when you're on your own business and you enjoy doing it, you could literally just work and work and work and work and work, and it's fun and you enjoy it. What?
Yeah. Sorry.
Why are you laughing?
Okay, one thing about Mike, one criticism
start laughing there
about Mike is oh no, I don't want to sound mean, but he is he's a little bit dyslexic, the poor thing, which there's nothing wrong with it because I actually think I am a little bit dyslexic.
I mean,
my dad's dyslexic, but sometimes he writes stuff down and it makes me laugh. And I was just reading the plan for this. I was just reading the plan for this podcast. Can I just read this one sentence? We work in separate rims unless we go to a cafe.
Yeah, I've just spelled rim. I just didn't look.
I was reading it like, what's a rim?
No, I mean, I'm definitely dyslexic. I can't spell. I mean, I don't even know. Like Emma's good. One of Emma's jobs is
proofreading, but I'm not even that good myself. Yeah, you're better than
me.
a lot of spelling mistakes.
Sorry. I will literally text her. Like I did it last night, didn't I? I literally text Emma at like 7 o'clock saying, "Read that," and she'd actually just changed the whole structure of the thing. I just can't do it. So yeah, delegate it. Don't care.
So you've already said that. Teamwork makes the dream work. Do you know what I was gonna say is do you think our relationship would be different if we weren't doing this together?
Yes and no.
I think it would be very different.
I think it would be different, but I think the businesses kind of bring you together in a different way.
Yeah. No, I think overall, like our relationship is better for it.
I think it'd be a problem if it wasn't the same thing.
I think back to like when we first got together, and I obviously wasn't doing this. I was working in an office 9 to 5, so I would go to work early in the morning, be there all day, do my work, come home, and like the work that you do in the office is left at the office. Left at the office. Like I would never have to come home and do anything or think about it. It was just a job that I did when I was there, but I didn't care about it otherwise. Whereas I'd come home and like Mike would still be on his laptop, and I would come home and think, right, I'm home now. So like this is where we sit down, we have dinner, and we watch TV, and he's still on his laptop. And obviously I can understand that like when you're self-employed, there can be a cut-off time, but sometimes there's just not like okay, you're finished now, you can go home. Like so sometimes I remember thinking like, oh, is he just gonna work all evening or something like that? And I wonder what it would be like if we carried on, because I wouldn't have that understanding of what it's like to do your job. But because we do the same thing, we both have the understanding of what it's like, what needs to be done, and I think that really helps.
100%. I think that's the thing about running your own business. When you're trying to kind of grow it, like it takes a lot of time and effort, and you have to put in extra hours. And if your partner doesn't understand that, and they're like, I work 9 to 5, so you should work 9 to 5, it's just not as simple as that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's quite hard. So yeah, we're quite lucky. I think it works very well because you're the same as me. You would never, I mean, my job is very phone driven. You never question, because obviously you're in the same boat now. You never question. Whereas before, if I was on my phone all the time, I would have. It's probably not nice. Do you know what I mean?
It's not nice, and I get it, but then like if I hadn't have done what we've done now, I look back to that and think, oh, that's really not right. Like you should have just let him work but that's only because I know what that's like. But I wouldn't have known that. But I feel like we do quite a lot together. Like we spend a lot of time together because we do the same thing. So like if it's like the weekend, which we don't strictly work on the weekend, but sometimes we do work on the weekend, and you're like, oh, I'm going to do some work. Then maybe I'm like, okay, I'll do some work or I'll do this. And then we go and do something together. Whereas I wonder if we were completely separate and you were like, oh, I'm going to work the weekend. I'll be like, right, I'm going out and I'm going off doing this. And I wonder if we maybe wouldn't do as much together because our schedules wouldn't have fit together.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard obviously people that are not in the situation where they both have their own businesses. And I can see that it can be a massive, massive struggle. And I don't think you've never ever questioned it. Like it could literally be 4:00 on a Sunday, and I'll be like, I'm gonna go do some work. I'll be in the office, and Emma just probably won't even say anything. Like,
but I know for a fact, if I wasn't doing this, I would have been like, all you do is work. It's Sunday. We're meant to be spending the day together. That you'll be like that. But then I get it, because it's like I would have been at work Monday to Friday. I'm actually finally at home. I finally have a day where I'm not. I'm in the house. Like I get it from both ends. We do
things throughout the week. Like 2 times a week, we train with each other. We go on walks with Max. We might go out in the evening and weekends. I mean, we spend a lot of time with each other. Like we
thinking about it, we really do spend a lot of time.
But that's another important thing, is we make the effort to do things outside of work.
Yeah.
Even if it's going for a walk or driving somewhere or going for dinner, like we make an effort to do stuff outside of work, which makes it it's just quite seamless, isn't it? We're quite lucky, I think. I think we're very, very, very lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So teamwork makes the dream work. So that's kind of what it's like in a working relationship. I feel like, that's a new thing. It's a working relationship.
It's a working relationship.
Yeah. That's what it's like.
There you go. Maybe that can be the name of the podcast.
Yeah.
Working relationship. So yeah, the answer to many people's questions, it just works. And in fact, makes it, the job that we have, it just makes it a lot easier. It enables us to push our businesses forward, help each other, and it's probably made our relationship stronger than it could have been without.
Yeah.
I mean, probably would have been broken up by now.
Probably.
Or business would have folded, one or the other.
Yeah. Interesting.
We shall never know.
Okay, shall I finish this off with a little affirmation?
Yeah, you do that.
So today's affirmation is: fitness isn't a destination, it's a lifelong journey that will challenge you the whole way.
Sorry,
you didn't listen to that. I know.
Sorry.
This is another issue.
Fucked up there.
I could see. Like, I actually know if Mike is looking at something else while I talk to him, I know nothing is going in. Do you reckon that's a problem? Yeah, it is a problem.
Is it something?
Isn't it,
Is it a disease?
It's a problem.
Because you know what? When I read that message, I didn't hear a word you said.
No, I know.
So what does my head do?
I don't know.
Must like shut off my hearing.
It does. It does. You can't.
Maybe it's a superpower. I can
Yeah.
be hyper-focused.
Yeah, but isn't that a sign of ADHD? I think it
I
is.
definitely don't have ADHD.
Well, you
I
might
don't
do.
know, I might do. I never know.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with it,
No.
but it's
Well, I
really
am.
annoying.
Maybe I have.
Would you like me to repeat
Yes.
that? Fitness isn't a destination, it's a lifelong journey that will challenge you the whole way.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
100%.
There's no end to your fitness journey,
There's
is
no
there?
end. There's no end to your wanting to be healthy and live a prosperous life, is there?
Yeah, I mean, once you end it, you're no longer
You're no
on
longer
it.
being fit. You're going backwards. So,
Yeah, and
like
it
100%.
and it does challenge you the whole way.
Yeah.
Like it's not an easy journey, and that it will come with its challenges, its bumps in the road.
Yeah.
But that's all part of it, and that's the only way you're going to get there.
I think that's just one thing that people need to understand. Like, you need to, when you get into the, once you get into like the health and fitness and looking after yourself, like, you need to look at it as a lifestyle and a long-term thing, because the more that you can enjoy it, it's just part of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, but we're not saying you should always go to the gym if you don't want to, but like, you should always look to move and eat healthier and trying to and hydrate and just look after your body. If anyway, I'm
No.
walking.
I've just realised he's been laying on his banana this whole time.
But yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be something you don't want to do. You should always be looking to look after your health and your body, and yeah, like, you want to live each day at 100%.
And this is who we do it all for.
We do it for the wounds. Anyway, people are bored now.
Thank you very much for listening, everyone, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.